Good old deflection, a favorite tool of a pumper. Now, I want to say this video pertains to penny stocks, micro caps trading down below $10, but in all actuality, it probably does pertain to the market as a whole. But it's really just a situation of, I want to just, kind of share this whole thing of deflection, what it looks like, and why it's a huge red flag in terms of who are you actually listening to? Who are you actually kind of gaining, insight from either the market or from a particular stock? What is a pumper? Maybe you're not familiar with that lingo. Pumper is somebody that if you've been out, especially on message boards or social media, oh, this stock is the greatest thing ever. It's going to go up to, and then here is way more than what it is right here. So a stock's trading for $1.50. Oh, this thing's hitting $3 for sure. And they're just all, they're pumping up this stock. Now, whether they're doing it maliciously or just out of pure ignorance, I don't know. This person, I would argue, is doing it out of maliciousness because based on the tactic that they've used. But to be fair, maybe it is still just out of pure ignorance. But the point here being is when you see things like this occur, I mean, really, you shouldn't be listening to random people on the internet anyways, but this is just a huge red flag of things that you need to be very leery of when you're out there scanning social media, scanning message boards, because while those areas can be very dangerous, they can be very useful too if you know how to use them. So let's just get to this little discussion, and yeah, good old deflection. Little context here, this was being replied to via a video that I did about penny stock shorting. Offshore accounts don't play by them rules. That's a fact. Real quick, that's a fact. I think we'd all agree I'm by no means stepping out of my comfort zone or like making some mind-boggling statement, but if it's a fact, I think we'd all agree it would be very easy to cite the source. Be like, yeah, here's 18 links to cite the fact. Like I said, I think we'd all agree on that. So because it's a fact, I reply back, and your link to these offshore accounts is where? Do you care to comment on the lopsided risk versus reward? And then I go on to comment, funny thing is, ClayTrader, who I used in the video, is an offshore broker. So really I asked them two things. Hey, first off, if it's a fact, like I said, it should be super easy to just send me some broker's policies that explain all these different rules that according to you, they don't have to play by those rules. Well, they do have to play by certain rules. So what are those rules? Please link me to them, especially if it's a fact. So that was just my first request. And then I also asked them, hey, do you care to comment on risk versus reward when it comes to penny stocks? Because it is extremely, extremely lopsided. I mean, I have lots of videos on that, but that's kind of all besides the point. And then, like I said, the funny thing here was that, I did provide a fact in terms of my argument that the rules that do exist out there are really, really bad, are really, really lopsided, and make penny stock shorting not make that much sense. And in the video, I used an offshore broker, ClayTrader, to provide proof. I cited my source. I provided it as a fact that, hey, it's a fact of the matter that this is their policy, and the policy fit into what I'm saying. And of course, they're contradicting all this. They're saying, no, offshore brokers don't have to play by the rules. But I just showed an offshore broker. Hopefully you see the contradiction already. So, but I have asked them, it's a fact, care to comment on the lopsidedness of things, and then here's their reply. And here's their reply. Why are you so defensive? Are you insinuating that it doesn't exist? Wait a second. All I'm doing is asking you a question. If somebody all of a sudden blames somebody else for being defensive for asking a question, that's deflection. And then am I insinuating that it doesn't exist? No, I've proven that it doesn't exist. I have proven a fact via that video that shows ClayTrader, who is an offshore broker, has very stringent rules when it comes to shorting penny stocks. And all you have done is told me something is a fact and then come back at me, and now you're accusing me of being defensive and now starting to ask me questions. All you have to do is post a link. Like I said, we can all agree it's not a huge, unrational statement on me to say if something's a fact, there should be all sorts of links out there for it. And this person doesn't do it. Clay, dude, why are you wasting your time with this guy? For you as viewers, because this is a great learning example. I realize this person is a total waste of time. I realize this person is like me flushing the toilet on time management. But that's not the point. The point is I run a channel that's based on information, that's based on trying to help people. So if I have to interact I would argue that I'm not wasting my time, because now you see an exact example of how this deflection can work out. And whenever you see somebody acting this way on social media, on the message boards, deflection, that's what they're doing. When it comes to actually, defending any of these statements, they're just talking, they're pumping. They just want people to get excited. And as soon as anybody, tries to take away from their excitement, they're going to just, why are you being defensive? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And they're never going to actually address any of the facts that they may be approached by. Now, if this person did list out a bunch of facts, then this video wouldn't be existing. Maybe I would have learned something, and that would have been awesome. But as you saw, that did not happen. So don't be like me. Don't even engage with these people, because you will get nowhere. You will ask them questions, they will come back at you with more questions and start accusing you of things. And you like I said, it'll be a dog chasing its tail. And then second, not only is it a waste of time, these people are clearly super ignorant because they're pumping out of ignorance, or they're little scumbags because they're pumping out of maliciousness, where they're just trying to get new traders excited to get the price up, so they buy way over, so they chase the price, and then those malicious people can sell their shares at higher prices. Like I said, I think this person's being pretty malicious in their intent. They're probably out there pumping how great things are, and as soon as somebody addressed it, because this person, think about what this person is doing. They are blaming the penny stock shorts anytime a price goes down. Why are they blaming the penny stock shorts? Because that way nobody can blame them for dumping their shares. So yeah, in this person's business model, there needs to be the credible threat of penny stock shorting, so that they have somebody else to blame, so that the sheep don't get mad at them. Nothing groundbreaking here, but just how the market works. And like I said, I think this mainly pertains to those of you in the micro cap stocks, but just a quick little example of how you can recognize a pumper and recognize somebody that you should be extra leery of. If you are out there trading alone currently, and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading, or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour, where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.